Hi everyone on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and football fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 2 and my picks for Week 3 for the 2023 NFL season. Check it out. Okay, kicking off for Week 1, Philadelphia, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins prime time. That's all I gotta say about that. Green Bay and Atlanta. Wow. If you are Green Bay, that's going to be the toughest lesson for Jordan Love to do. To handle a loss and handle it like that. I mean, after that, Atlanta just came from behind from a 12-point deficit and won the game. It goes to show you that Atlanta is just no joke. You better keep an eye on Atlanta. I think they could be a sleeper this year, to say the least. Buffalo and Vegas, a good bounce back for Buffalo after the New York Jets game on Monday night. So good for them. So, Cincinnati and Baltimore. Now we're questioning about Joe Burrow's injury, so we'll have to take a look on that. Cincinnati and Baltimore. I said that. Detroit and Seattle. That was a great duo from Geno Smith and Jared Goff. I mean, they can go either way. It felt like no defense was on the field that day. Chargers and Titans. Good bounce back for the Titans, though. Give them props on that one. Now the Chargers are most desperate for a defensive problem right now. Tampa Bay and Chicago. I gotta say, Baker Mayfield's making a great comeback story. But is it good enough for a comeback play of the year? Kansas City and Jacksonville. Good, Kansas. It's good. I think a notice about the difference this time is I think Kansas City's defense is really a solid defense this year, compared for the offense of this year. But hey, Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes, so what can I say? Indianapolis and Houston. Indianapolis just beat Houston, to say the least. That's San Francisco and the Los Angeles Rams. I was one of the props that took the Rams +8 on that one. Good thing I did. So, that was a good thing they didn't go for the garbage time field goal. So, hey, what can you say? For the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Hey, the Arizona Cardinals, they had a great, for the New York Giants, that was a great comeback. One of the largest comebacks they had since 1949. Very good. But at a price, they lost Traquan Barkley from an injury from his ankle. I hope he's doing really well. Make his condolences on that one. That was a brutal injury, so I hope he does really well. So anyways, Dallas and the New York Jets. It goes to show you that Zach Wilson's not the answer without Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. Say the least on that one. Denver and Washington. It goes to show you that Denver has a defensive problem too. That's all I can say. My Patriots and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Football. I have no comment on that, despite to tell you that the referees didn't give Stevenson's the first down. They didn't give Cole Strange the first down at the end of the game. Just outnumbered by the referees, to say the least. I'm saying that because I'm a Patriots fan, but, to say the least, 2-1. Tua has our number. That's all I can tell you. The New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. New Orleans had a strong win. That's all I could say. In Cleveland and Pittsburgh, I just hope Nick Chubb's okay. That was a brutal injury he suffered from the knee. I hope he doesn't. And I've been told that he's been out for the season. So I just wish him nothing but a great, speedy recovery for next year. I hope he does really well, and like I say the least. But because of that, Pittsburgh won the game too. And because of that, straight up, I went 9-7. I'm at 500 at 16-16 overall. And against the spread, I went above 500. I went 8-7-1 with the push. Me with the push for the Carolina and New Orleans against the spread on that one. And of course, I'm 16-15-1 overall the year. And that's my only over 500 win so far. That's pretty ironic on that one. So because as of the over and under, I went 1-3 on that one. I'm 1-6. So if you're going over and follow me on the over and unders, I'm sorry. But anyways, that's my pick for week 2. Let's get on to my week 3 picks. Okay, I'm going to kick things off with the Thursday night primetime game. So I'm going to take the I think for this game, Brock Purdy and George Kittle, they're taking on the New York Giants. Hey, the New York Giants got their victory. They're celebrating. Good for them. Now they're playing the San Francisco 49ers. I think because of that, I think they're going to have no idea what's going to hit them. So I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers over the New York Giants in San Francisco in this game. On the lineup, San Francisco favored by 10 in this game. I'm going to take San Francisco minus 10.5. Over and under, it's 44.5. I'm going to go for under 44.5. The Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. Hey, losing Nick Chubb, that was a really, really tough loss. But I think this is a game to have a bounce back for them. For Cleveland, it's at home. Sorry, Tennessee fans, I have to go do this, but I had to take the Cleveland Browns over the Tennessee Titans in this game. On the line, though, I'll give you guys this. You might win this game. You never know. Cleveland's favored by 3.5 in this game. I'm going to take Tennessee plus 3.5. The Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta got a big win last week. Now they face Detroit. Detroit's a much tougher team. So I'm going to take the Detroit Lions over the Atlanta Falcons in this game. On the line, though, Detroit's favored by 3.5 in this game. I'm going to take Detroit minus 3.5. The New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Now, this game, this is really a close one to call. It's in Lambeau, but to say the least, I think New Orleans is a much better football team than Green Bay is. So I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints over the Green Bay Packers in this game. On the lineup, Green Bay is, and that's my upset pick, so I'm going to take New Orleans over Green Bay. I forgot to mention that. On the lineup, Green Bay's favored by 2 in this game. I like Atlanta to win. I like New Orleans plus 2. Excuse me. But anyways, that being said, Miami and the Denver Broncos. I expect Miami to high fly on Denver because they have no defense. So I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins over the Denver Broncos in this game. On the lineup, Miami's favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take Miami minus 6.5. The Minnesota Vikings and the LA Chargers. Both teams must be desperate for a win. The LA Chargers have no defense, and it's not a primetime game for Kirk Cousins. So I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings over the LA Chargers in this game. On the lineup, that game's a pick 'em. I'm going to take Minnesota and pick 'em. My Patriots and the New York Jets. Well, let's just say the New York Jets have Aaron Rodgers, and we're out for redemption right now because we got screwed over by the referees. So I think we're going to come in with a high price on this one, and we're trying to move on from that game. So I think I'm going to pick my New England Patriots over the New York Jets in this game. On the lineup, my Patriots are favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take my Patriots minus 3. The Buffalo Bills and the Washington Commanders. Now, I think this game is a really, really a tight battle in this one. I really think Buffalo's going to turn out for the win. So I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over the Washington Commanders in this game. On the lineup, Buffalo's favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take Buffalo minus 6.5. The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Now, it's against the Houston Texans. I'm not expecting much from Houston. So I'm taking the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Houston in this game. On the lineup, Jacksonville's favored by 9.5 in this game. I'm going to take Jacksonville minus 9.5. The Baltimore Ravens over the Indianapolis Colts. Now, this game, the Colts are looking for a little rebuilding mode. I think that's what they're doing right now. So I'm going to take the Baltimore Colts over the Indianapolis Colts in this game. On the lineup, Baltimore's favored by 8 in this game. I'm going to take Baltimore minus 8. The Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Another team that's rebuilding. So I'm going to say that and because of how Seattle played this past week, I think Geno Smith is going to run over Carolina on this one. So I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks over Carolina in this game in Seattle. On the lineup, Seattle's favored by 4.5 in this game. I'm going to take Seattle minus 4.5. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. Now, I expect this game is going to be a really high flying on this one. And this is the and I think Patrick Mahomes is going to show why the Chicago Bears should have taken him. So, anyways, that being said, I like the Kansas City Chiefs at home over the Chicago Bears in this one, but I'll give Chicago Bears this. The Bears are favored by, the Chiefs are favored by 13 in this game. I'm going to take the Chicago Bears plus 13. The Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Despite how they're playing well on defense and offense right now, I really can't trust the Arizona Cardinals right now. They're playing the Dallas Cowboys in this game. I think because of that, I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys over the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona in this game. On the line, Dallas is favored by 12.5 in this game. I'm going to take Dallas minus 12.5, guys. I just cannot see Arizona doing something in this one. But I could be wrong. You never know. The Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this game is going to be, I expect to be a close one in this one. I think Vegas is slightly an upset in this one because after what Pittsburgh did to Cleveland last night, I'm not too sure if they could do that with Vegas. So, I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders over the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game. On the line, though, the Steelers are favored by 1 in this game. I'm going to take the Raiders plus 1. Sunday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I expect this game to be a close one. On this one, it's in Philadelphia. Tampa Bay. I think it's going to be a really close one to call. But I think Philadelphia is going to give Tampa Bay the first loss of the year at home. So I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this one. On the lineup, Philly's favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take the Eagles minus 6.5. Over and under, it's 46.5. I'm going to go for over 46.5. The LA Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. The rematch of Super Bowl 53, I think it was. No, not 53. Rematch of Super Bowl 55, I think it was. A rematch they haven't met since that Super Bowl they met. So anyways, that being said, I think it was Super Bowl 56. So it was a couple of years ago and stuff like that. So anyways, now they're meeting each other since that meeting. So I think for this game, I think Cincinnati's going to look for redemption, but even though we don't know about Joe Burrow's injury, that's soon to come. But I think no matter what the injury comes from that, I'm going to take the LA Rams over the Cincinnati Bengals in this game. And that's slightly my upset on that one too. But on the lineup, Cincinnati's favored by 2.5 in this 2 in this game. I'm going to take the Rams minus plus 2.5 on this one. Over and under, it's 43.5. I'm going to go for over 43.5. Okay, check out this week's shout out from my NFL YouTube prognosticator page. It is Half Moon's picks. Definitely check out Half Moon's picks and all of his against the spread picks on that one. He makes great videos on that one. Very impressed with his videos. And you can check him out and the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticators page in the description down below. Check us out in there. Until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off, saying good luck to all of your picks and rock out.